Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, this is another What Would You Make challenge where we have to, DIY with wood. It has to have wood incorporated in it somewhere. And this is hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY and Divine Design, and their special guest host is OK at Home DIY. Their links and the link to the entire playlist will be in my description box. Y'all, there is a lot of talented ladies and crafters that do this, and you do not want to miss a video, trust me. So when you're done with mine, go check them out in the playlist. Tell them you came from my channel if you did, and give them a hey. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, this is the first one. I've only got two because this video is long for one, and I had to do my Sew It Saturday. I didn't even think I was going to get to this, but I actually got it done, and I got two of them. Brenda said I could have two. Christine said I could have two. So, yeah, I got two. But anyway, I got this bird from Hobby Lobby on clearance last year, and I didn't want it that color. So, I thought I could sponge brush it, but actually, it wasn't going down in the crevices like I wanted. So, I got this Dollar Tree stipple brush thingy, and I'm doing a circle motion all the way around that bird and getting in all those crevices and feathers and all that stuff. And then I put it to the side to dry, and then I get my little pliers. I got this set at Lowe's. I will link them in my shop tab on here. If I can find them, I'll link them in there, and there's another thing I'm going to link. But anyways, I got this Dollar Tree wood round that I've had for a while and some floral foam. Y'all, this little saw, my husband bought me this at Lowe's. I don't know if I said I got those tools at Lowe's, but anyways, I got them at Lowe's. And this knife, oh my goodness, this saw, it came with several blades, and I absolutely love it. I love it. Y'all need one. I'm telling you. I will link it in my shop tab. If not, they have them at Lowe's, but I'll just give you a link and it'll be easier. I do receive a commission a little bit from it. So if you buy it there, it helps me and my channel, but if you don't want to, that's fine too. So it's moss season. I think I said that once. I love it. I need more moss. I got to get myself up and go to Hobby Lobby to get some, because I don't like to go nowhere. I don't like going out of my house. I'm getting old and kind of, I don't know. But anyway, I glued that down in the middle, and I'm just going to glue my moss wad over the top of it. Okay, and I don't want it real scraggly, even though I add more later, but I cut some off, and then I swooped that to the side. I had to throw that away because it had all those little shavings from that floral foam in it, and I didn't like it. So I got this bush from the Dollar Tree, or this floral pick. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And I was determined to get it in there somewhere, but I didn't until later. So then I got these ronculas. I don't know how you say that, but these are from Walmart. They're mainstays. Oh, I love them. I love them. Okay. So, yeah. Once again, I got to take them down. Take them down a little more. So, I put these, a dark one. Whatever I do on one side, I do on the other side. I only have two colors. I didn't realize that until I started putting one on one side and one on the other. So I had to go find a remedy. But I put a dark one there, and I was going to do them side by side, and I thought, no. So I put one there. I was going to put a light one across from the light one and a dark one across from the dark one, see? So then I had to go find something to fill in, because you'll see me in a minute just trying to stick them in, and that would have been two light pinks, two dark pinks. I didn't want it that way. It was too, I didn't like it. So I went and got some picks from Hobby Lobby, and I think they're in the wedding floral section is where I got them. Just little bitty flowers. I love them. They're dainty and so pretty, and I use them a lot. So now I'm going to incorporate my little greenery in there, and some of that other greenery I stick around in there just wherever. And then I take those baby breath things from the Dollar Tree and stick them in there too. I didn't figure y'all needed to see me doing all that because it was really tragic. It takes me a minute to figure out where I want stuff. So, yeah. So, I don't think I made you watch all of that because it's just too tragic. Nope, I didn't make you watch it. So now I am going to take, I showed you I put those in there, but I'm going to take some of this, what is that stuff? Ink, gray ink. And it's really, really light. Too light for me, but anyway. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on my finger dauber and I'm going to rub it all around my bird because I didn't like it stark white. If you do, leave it that way. If you don't want white, you can paint it whatever color you want. It's yours. Make it your own. But anyway, so I got this stick, and it's actually a caramel apple stick. I save them and wash them, and I use them in my craft room. But anyway, I'm gonna shave it down with my sander to make it fit. There's a hole in the bottom of the bird, and I want it more stable in that floral foam. So I put the stick in there, and then I'm just gonna stick it down in there. It had a pointy end. I left the pointy end down, see? And I'm just going to put hot glue all over it and stick it right down in there. It stuck the first time better than it did the second time. But anyway, there it is. You can leave it like that. But I wanted some eggs in there to make it look like a nest. So I didn't see any moss. So I start picking moss and just sticking it in spots under the bird. I glue it all in except under the tail. It's stuck under the tail without no glue, but yeah. So I'm just going to glue moss all the way around this bird except the tail part. And then I had some eggs from the Hobby Lobby and I loved them. I got them last year and I thought, well, these little bitty ones will look fine. No, it did not. It tried to take over my bird. So after the struggle of getting them all out and them going everywhere, they didn't work. So I got these little ones that I also got from Hobby Lobby in the garden part where they have the little garden stuff that you can make fairies, garden fairies and stuff like that. They were in there. So I put 2 of those beside that bird and there it is, and you'll see it in the final reveal. And then this is my second one. Okay, so I have this heart from a pack of hearts at Hobby Lobby. I have a round circle from I think Walmart. I got those in a pack at Walmart. And I painted, I don't know where that footage went, but I painted the 2, half of the circle and that heart with plaster, chalk paint. And then I'm giving this a rub down of my DIY stain. It's just burnt umber, black, and water. And then I'm going to take my Titebond and I'm going to glue this. This is Titebond wood glue. And I'm going to glue those together. So I put a circle around it with a pencil because I didn't know where to put my glues. So I'm going to use Titebond for permanent hold, this wood glue. I really need to get rid of it. It's getting real grainy. And then the hot glue for a right now hold. So I stick that down where I glue where I drew my circle part. And there that is. So I got some lace that I had in my stash. And it just it got lost and you couldn't see it. So I take this burlap from Dollar Tree and I cut a piece off, 2 of them for the ears. And then I'm going to take my lace and I'm going to, I looked at it to see if I liked it. So I'm going to unroll some of this and then I'm going to take hot glue. I'm going to put a line of glue and I'm going to glue my my lace to my ribbon here. And then when I get that done, it's too long. So I'm going to trim it because I didn't like it being so long. It would have not worked in the project if it was that long. So then all I do is I take it and I pleat it. And all you do is tuck it under the other one. Use your fingers and tuck it under and pleat it. And I give it pleats until it fit where I wanted it to fit. So I'm going to re-pleat it because it came apart and I'm going to pinch it really tight. I don't have to put glue on none of that because I'm going to glue the whole thing right here to the wood, and that's going to hold the pleats together too. So I put it on there and then I pull it down because I don't want it up so high. And that's on there. So that part's done. Now I have a nose, and this is a plug, but you can use a half bead, a pom-pom, whatever you want. And I'm using that baby pink acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint my plug It's a rounded, like a half bead. Paint my bead. So I have this floral ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I've had it for a few years. And I'm going to cut 2 little pieces off. And then I'm going to hold those tightly. And I'm going to shape an inside of an ear. So all I'm doing is cutting it to make it a little bit smaller than what this ear is going to be. So then I fold the top of that ribbon over and I put my hot glue on there, and it was hot. And pinch that up, and then I trim all those little strings off, and then I'm going to put my piece in the middle, just glue it and tack it down. And then I'm going to do the other one the same way. Okay, and when I get those done, okay, oh, y'all look at that. That's why I love that glass mat. I'm telling y'all, the glue just scraped right off. But anyway, I'm going to take and pleat the bottom. Okay, just fold it over and make a little pleat in it. And then I'm going to put hot glue on that. And I'm going to smush it down. And I learned my lesson on top of the ear. I used that thing to smush it down that time because it burnt me. It was hot. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Just I'm making an ear shape. Okay. And yeah. So that one I glued and then I ended up cutting it. But these are her little ears. Okay. This is so cute. This this was so cute. But anyway, my husband looked at it and he's like, really? But anyway, he don't know. So I got this polished jute hemp cord from Walmart, and it's really thin. I love it. It's really thin. It's better than jute, and it's stiff. So I'm going to cut 3 little pieces for the whiskers. Yeah, we're making a rabbit, you know. So yeah, it's got to have whiskers. So they're going to go under the nose. So I'm going to mark where my nose is going because I needed to add a little something to it. So I've got my Sharpie marker, but I'm going to go down from where the nose is going to go, and I'm going to shade in with a colored pencil. It's just a brown colored pencil of where the mouth would be. Okay, that just looks a whole lot better to me like that right there. And then I'm going to take Vintage Photo Distressed Oxide by Tim Holtz. This is my favorite one. And I'm using a finger dauber, and I'm just going to lightly go around the outside of this heart, which is going to be the bunny face, and just give it a little definition, and it just looks better to me. So yeah, and I went around the bottom too a little bit. And then I'm going to take this Distressed Oxide. It's the darker pink. There's a lighter one. And I'm going to give the rabbit some cheeks. Oh my goodness, I did not mean for that to look like that. Sometimes when you're crafting, I just do stuff and I don't realize what it looks like until I go to do the voiceover, and I am so sorry. But anyways, it's going to be a rabbit, I promise. I'm going to put the glasses on. I'm going to choose this pair of glasses right here. And yeah, you see, it's going to be a rabbit. It's going to be a rabbit. So I'm going to put the glasses on, and they are sticky, but I don't think they're going to stick. So I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue. And no, it's fabric tack. I'm going to take fabric tack and I'm going to glue the glasses down. Okay. I just wanted to make sure they didn't come up. So, that's going to stick them down forever. And then I'm going to take my pink pokey tool because glue smushed out because these things explode everywhere. These glue bottles do. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to clean out all this glue that is around these glasses. Now it will move a little bit, so when I get that set where it needs to be, I'm going to take my black Sharpie Creative marker and put her eyes on. And I'm just doing ovals. I'm trying to get them the same size, ovals. And then when that dries, I'm going to take a white paint marker. And no, I'm not. I'm going to take black Sharpie and I'm going to put the eyelashes on. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to take a white paint marker and put 2 little dots in there and just put a little something in her eyes just to make it look a little better to me anyway. Just 2 little dots, that's it. And then I'm going to take the nose and glue it on after I take some that jute string that I cut or whatever it is. And then I'm going to take Tite Bond Quick and Thick and put a dot in the middle and smush it right down in it. And then I'm going to separate my whiskers to make them where they're not sticking straight out. And then I'll take glue and... What glue did I use? I don't remember. The ears are going to go on. Yeah, everything's looking good. I don't know what glue I used. I think I just used hot glue to glue it down. Pretty sure I did. And then I glued the ears on the back. And then I took a brown, that same brown, and put some marks on the... I gave her 3 freckles on each side and then put a mark across her nose. And then I'm just taking a regular pencil and giving her some teeth. I'm just shading it in to make it look like she's got some little buck teeth down there. It looked bare too. So now I'm going to take this and I am going to glue it in there, but it wouldn't stick down. So I took one of my carrots and I took those big honking scissors like Kathy Jo has and cut the top off. Glued it to the back of the ears, and then I'm just going to glue that straight down, even Steven, in this frame. Yeah, that's what that is, frame. So I'm not leaving her like this. I made a tag out of cardboard, and I'm going to take some carrots. And at first I was going to use these new Posca pens, Posca, whatever, that I just got, but this was way too bright. So I ended up using chalk paint, but I did use the green to do the leaves things there. Yeah, it was chalk paint, orange chalk paint, Waverly chalk paint. Yeah. So then I took the pencil and put some marks in the carrots to make it look more like a carrot. And I'm going to take those 3 flowers up there. The middle one I've had, but the 2 little ones came from Julie from the Creative Chica. She sent them to me. She made them, actually. Thank you, Julie. And I'm going to glue those to the side and a big one in the middle. And that's going to, be that to cover up that little, point up there. So I was going to take lace, and this other stuff is cheesecloth. I got it at Walmart and I brought it home and I coffee stained it. I thought that I would do the lace with it, but I didn't like it. It was too thick. It wasn't doing right. I didn't like it. So I pulled it out. And then I just took the cheesecloth and used it and made a knot. I tied it in a knot and then made a knot. And then I cut it off, and I'm going to glue that to the top corner of that frame. Make sure, I had to make sure when I did it that I glued it where my tag would come out, and the tag says bunnies eat free. All it is cardboard, and then I wrote on it on a piece of paper, glued it to it, and stained it all with my vintage photo. And then I'm going to twist this because it's easier to tie and make a bow, and I'm going to cut it down, and I'm going to glue that bow right on that knot and then cut the top of that knot off because it looked funny. It looked like it had hair sticking up. So I cut it off. And then that will be that. And then I don't know why that got that bright. I don't know what happened. Y'all may not even see that got that bright. I don't know. But now I'm going to take a piece of that was left over, and I stretched it out and wadded it up, and I'm going to put it in the corner. And then I'm going to take and glue my carrots down. I don't know why I used hot glue on that one and then used wood glue on that one. I think because hot glue was going in that mesh and wood to wood. Hot glue don't like wood to wood. So that's why I did that. There's the final reveal. I absolutely love both of them. That little rabbit looks mean. She looks grouchy. But anyway, there's my bird and my little eggs, and it's so cute. Well, it's not cute. It's pretty, actually. It's very pretty. It's not cute. It's pretty, but I used my wood in that one for the base. And then that one's all wood. But there's the tag where, I wrote bunnies eat free. I just wrote it freehanded on there, and there it is. I think it's cute, even though she looks mean. I think she's cute. But remember to check out the hosts and the hostess and the entire playlist of these creative crafters down in my description box. And thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. You are a blessing. Until next time, goodbye.